Hey guys, how you doing? Doing our daily recap today in the small account challenge. Today I'm really disappointed with the way I traded and the result of today. Um, didn't work out the way I wanted to, and it's my own fault. That's we talked about how it's frustrating when things happen that are out of your control, but it's also really frustrating when you cause your own downfall. And I did that today by not following my rules, which include not trading small caps. I don't do well with small caps. They always cause me to do something stupid in my account. And there was a name today that came up. It was an electric vehicle name that had been doing well. It was called CAS. So it's China Automotive System. So small cap, but you can see today it just exploded, right? Huge move. And so I was watching it pre-market just because of how strong it was, and it's electric vehicle. And electric vehicles have had a lot of momentum. Didn't break over the pre-market highs, right? Just over. I was watching it for pretty much over $80. Didn't break over that. Pulled back, did nothing the rest of the day until the afternoon. It started percolating. I saw it perk up. I saw the volume coming in here, and then I said, okay, if we're gonna get in for a break of 8, and we've got this volume coming in, I want to add right now. The break is 750. By the time I input my order, it was already gone. You can see this huge volume surge here. It was all the way up to $8.52. Then it continues up to 9. Then it continues to 9.22. So, you know, I caught some FOMO here. I had my order ready to go. I had my entry, and then boom, it worked, right? However, I didn't get filled. So I'm thinking to myself, oh, geez, I can't believe I missed that. Trying to find another entry, was able to scalp a quick piece, but it was holding up decently well. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna jump back in, and I think I got in. Um, so I think it was here. Really, you look at the chart. Hindsight is 2020, right? Um, but I got in. I think it was a break of $9. Ended up breaking through briefly, and then pulled back, and then of course pulls back, and I ended up hitting my stop at 820 as it broke down below this level here, and only for it to pop back up and continue its run. And it's like I said, small caps just are not my strength. It's hard to manage the risk, and that is problematic for me. So I know small caps are not my thing, but I elected to trade it anyways. Broke my rule, and then I ended up losing $500 on the trade. We're green on the day, but I was up 350. Right, I was up above 5K in the account, and then plus my commissions here because I over traded a ton. Right, those are all my close positions. So 10,000 shares traded, that means I'm going to give back my commissions, meaning it's probably going to be a break even day instead of being profitable and trading only 3,000 shares, right? So very disappointed in myself. We talked about how, you can be disappointed when things are out of your control, and it's even as disappointing when it's in your control and you don't abide by the rules that you should. And so Cass was one of the names. In fact, another thing was again, I projected the names on my watch list that I thought were going to make moves. So we had Cass made the move, QS made the move. I traded that, made profits on it. Moderna made the move, traded it, made profits on it. NVAX made the move, profits on it. So I had all these names on my watch list, and they moved, but I wasn't able to take advantage of them full capacity. And even with NVAX, right? Like I got in here initially, my first entry was 129.50 for this break of this flag here. I couldn't give myself enough room on the stop as it pulled back, and so I got in for the breakout rather than a touch of the 9 EMA, and so I couldn't hold the position, and I got stopped out, and then boom, next candle ends up running $4 move, and that would have been off 100 shares. So, I missed out on that and ended up taking a loss, which is frustrating, right? We're seeing how much it actually ran. So 129.50 my initial entry, and then we have it ran all the way to 147.50. So, I'm seeing the patterns, right? And that's great, but if you don't execute as well as you potentially can, you can leave profit on the table or give it back. And that's, ended up what's happened. That's when the margin of error is so small. And I have to work on ensuring that I take the right position sizing and my entries are good. And I'm not having FOMO to ensure that I'm not giving back profit unnecessarily or taking losses unnecessarily. So, again, definitely a little disappointed in myself today. The bright side is it's still a green day on the books, but I gotta trade better than that. Those are habits that you can't keep. If your rules say you don't trade small caps, well, then why are you trading small caps, right? So doesn't make sense. So like I said, I'll come back tomorrow. Today was honestly a tough trading day. It's not as easy as the past week was. There were some opportunities for sure, but they were on spreadier trades that you need to give a little more range and width to in the trade. So rather than I like to trade in the 15 to $50 range, where that's my specialty. I think I do really well with that and breakout momentum style trades. So not what I would particularly look for today, but there were opportunities and I wasn't able to take advantage of them. So we just pull out Moderna. This one was frustrating. So you seen what happened? I talked about on NVAX, right? On that NVAX, I took that trade before I took my Moderna trade. On NVAX, I got out too quick, right? And so on Moderna, it had come up here, right? Came up, tested 150, right? Here, rejected hard, came back, but got bought up right away, right? Came back up, tested 150, 150 again up here, right? Came up, broke through 150. So I got long for I think I got long around 180.50, 148.50, somewhere around there. And so I was in the profit because I was long 148.50 and it went to one. It was going moving to 150 on the trade. I didn't take any profit at 150 because of what had happened on the last trade on NVAX, right? I'm thinking, okay, two vaccine stocks. We've got Moderna with good news, testing high day as already tested. It reclaimed the EMA, reclaimed the VWAP. So I'm thinking, okay, there's a pretty good chance that this breaks through. I don't want to sell it. And then boom, what happens? Here, look at that drop, 5-point drop in 5 minutes, right? So I ended up taking a loss on the trade instead while I was up when I was green. And that's frustrating. And that's because I should have, I should have just exited out half at 150 first. I could have added back over 150. I could have taken, a break even stop on the rest. I could have done things a lot differently, but I was thinking about the NVAX trade rather than the trade in front of me. So, this is where there's so many things going on at one time that you have to be aware of, or else it's very, very easy for you to get caught up in emotions, in FOMO, in breaking your rules, all those little things, right? Those are bad habits you have to be aware of. So, tomorrow I got to do better, and I just got to, but I got to make it simpler. Just follow what I know I'm good at, right? So we'll come back tomorrow. Green Day still. I'm gonna keep it going. I would like to get myself over 5K tomorrow. That's the goal, right? And then we can continue on in the right direction. So that's the plan. Get back to it tomorrow.